Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Vosqueros Gang has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Vosqueros Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace.
Check it out.
From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, El Paso, Texas, it's 21, Armando 21. And from the capital city of Texas, Austin, the Hill Country, is our man, Retrofit Sports. It's Rue. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520.
Stephen A. Smith will admit this team right here is legit, cause this is our year. This is our year. No wonder they be hating, cause this is our year. This is our year. This is our year. It's time to finish this fight, cause this is our year. The name of the game is win, we them Cowboys. First down, second down, we them Cowboys. Third down, touchdown, we them Cowboys. Everybody over here be some Cowboys. We be die hard, we be die hard, we be that blue.
Time at the line of scrimmage once they get up there. Hand to Mixon, cut back. Joe Mixon, goodbye. Touchdown, Texans. Blitz off the edge. Cowboys pick it up. Pass is picked. Intercepted by Stingley. And out of bounds.
Here he's there for Dallas.
Here's a fake. The pass is caught but short of first down yardage. And that is the second fake punt that hasn't worked in the last 3 weeks for Dallas. Wanye Thomas made the catch, and he was brought down immediately. Here's a first down and more. Flag on the play. Turpin is gone. Will it stand?
They can get it going with the issues that Dallas has had stopping the run. Josh Butler, who I mentioned, making the start tonight. He gave up contain, and Mixon bounces it for the score. Getting takeaways, and he's lucky on that one.
64-yard try by Aubrey. He's got it. He may have slipped on the previous try. 2nd and 6. Rush. Ball knocked out of his hand and ends up in the arms of Guyton. He gets it knocked out by Petrie, and the return for the touchdown by Derek Barnett. Mixon, touchdown, Texans. And the second half drought is over for Houston.
All right, it's the big fella. y'all know I love my boys. I love them to death. But until our offense can score 21 points, we're losing every damn game. Texans 35, Cowboys 9. Because Brandon Alford is our only offense.
And Trey Lane.
What's up? I hate y'all had to relive that, man. Welcome to the Cowboy Up Podcast, man. Another week, man. Hey, let me introduce the crew to you, man. From the south side of Texas, man, the capital city of Austin, man. It's our man Retrofit Sports. It's our man Rue. Hook 'em. What's up, baby?
What's good, baby? What's good? Good to be back, man. Good to be back.
All right, and man, from the great state of Arizona, man, y'all know who he is. He's Mikey. 20. What's up, Mikey?
Yeah, we alive. It's funny when you have that kind of it's like walking pneumonia, but you have walking depression.
Yeah, walking pneumonia.
It's like you're living with grief. Your football season is dead, and everybody's all happy. And then when you love football as much as us, it's a different kind of grief. But how are you guys doing? Life is good anyway.
Man, everything's good. And also from the great state of Arizona, man, our player personnel director for the Cowboy Up Podcast is our man Kuiper AZ. What's up, Kuiper?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Other than the depression, walking depression.
Other than the walking
Love to see you, Migo. Love to see
Man,
you.
don't look down on us too much sitting at the top over there in the West, man.
Hey,
Relax.
Hey. All I can say is I know how it feels. I know how that walking depression feels. And it's good to finally get away from that for once.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, you might fall off.
Better hold on.
You don't
tight.
know how to ride that high horse. It might
Man,
be
we ain't got
more
Kingsbury no more.
Exactly. So also, and this is how I can describe him for y'all who don't know who he is, and you should know if you follow the Cowboy Up Podcast, you know exactly who this is, man. The Howard Stern of YouTube. It's our man Mike, Cowboy Corner. What's up, baby?
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me. Thanks for sharing the link.
Also, thanks for sharing the link.
I wonder who his Beetlejuice is.
Hey, man, look, we knew what what was gonna happen Sunday. We all knew it. Mike and 21 and some others, we tried to be optimistic about playing the Texans, but Texans needed to win very badly to hang on in their division. And basically, the Cowboys is a walking mass unit, and everybody that's on the Cowboys right now, just it don't look good at all, man. Some parts of the game, I've never done this ever. Some parts of the game, I literally got up and walked out the room. I just got up, and my wife was like, "What's wrong, baby?" I said, "Honey," I said, "It's the difference is between." Have you ever seen a football game where the little league game where one team had that real big kid and they kept giving him the ball And that's what the Cowboys and Texans game looked like on Sunday in the second half. It's just like, man, they kept giving the ball to the big kid, and the Cowboys were just kind of grabbing on him, and he just running up and down the field. Or when you see those mascots playing the little kids at halftime, that's look like, man. It was so depression. But look, Rue, let's start with you, man. We missed you last week, man. I see you got your Bobby Boucher on and everything, man.
For a second, I thought, like, who did he lose a bet to? Thought it was a Florida jersey for a second.
Yeah,
No.
I wish we had Bobby Boucher on our team at this time. But Rue, man, give me your initial thoughts on the game, and we'll get into it a lot deeper.
It is relatively symbolic, but what's funny is it basically went exactly how I thought it would go. What's crazy is, like, this team has this hold over me where I'm trying to find ways that they might win the damn game. Like, I'm just trying to find little things, because I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, Houston's never beat us at home. Houston has been a bad road team this year. And CJ Stroud has looked like a completely different guy from home and away. He averages like plus 225 at home, is averaging like 184 on the road. So in my mind, I'm like, well, I mean, maybe, right? Like, we've seen Cooper Rush win a couple games. Like, and honestly, I was like, I hope I'm wrong, because I really don't want them to win the rest of the year. I'm just like, fuck it, it's done. Like,
right.
Dak's not coming back no matter what. Like, I don't want a middle of the round pick. You might as well just call it a day and, just move on down the road motors. But I'm still trying to find ways that I can see it. And the more I watch it, the more I'm like, God bless. Cooper Rush was definitely 100% a product of that defense from what we've seen from him. Even though, I mean, he threw for 350 on the day, right? Like, it's not like he had like, actually, no, he had a pretty crummy fucking day. Like, if I'm really thinking about it, he had such a crummy fucking day with the turnovers and the fumble. And it's just like, bro, there's only so much that I can even do with this offense. And it's just like, it's bad everywhere. And it's so crazy to see how much it's fallen in just 1 year. But with this game, with the Texans, it's little brother. They're coming to town. It means a lot to them. And ultimately, it's nice because, good for them. They needed a road win. They needed a damn road win. Honestly, you needed a road win. But in my mind, I was like, oh, we cover, though. We cover that 7.5. I was like, in my mind, I was like, we cover. And then I was like, but it's going to be like 31-10. And I was like, oh, God, I don't even know what to do. I didn't even touch it. What I messed up on is I should have grabbed old Joe Mixon, because he was free fucking money. God bless. Free money. 3 touchdowns on the damn day. Like, he was free money. He was free money. And the Turpin play, I'm like, why haven't we done that all season? Why are we waiting until now to bust out Turpin and let him loose for 22 miles an hour down the middle of the damn downfield? Like, where was this all season? And I don't know why Mike McCarthy's still here. That's
because
the one thing
you know why.
His specialty is losing games.
Why is Mike McCarthy still here?
You know why.
Why? But I don't why. Why? Why is he still here? Why is Mike McCarthy still here? And I'm telling you right now, if I get to the end of the season and we get to next season and he's my coach, I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm washing my hands of this fucking team if that's what you fucking do. I swear to God.
You're not a part of the cleansing.
I will not watch. I will refuse.
Stop lying.
I won't do it. I will watch everybody but us.
DNA.
I will watch everybody but us. I swear.
You can't do it.
I fucking hate it.
Hey, Rue, let me tell you why you can't do it. Because if I sat in Texas Stadium when we were 1-15, you can watch next year. Mike McCarthy is our
yes, sir.
If they bring him back, I will lose it. I will honestly lose it.
Mikey said it. If you live through Campo, You can live through this.
It's like overcoming cancer, bro.
Here's my thing, and this is really what it's about, though, because this just feels all too familiar. Highest paid defensive player in DeMarcus Ware, highest paid quarterback in Tony Romo, highest paid receiver in CD Lamb, Jason Garrett, my Mr. 8-8 snowman coach, for how long? And now it's eerily similar. Dak Prescott, highest paid quarterback. CD Lamb, highest paid receiver. Micah Parsons, more than likely about to be the highest paid defensive player in the league. Am I really going to keep Mike McCarthy? Like, please, God, tell me no. Like, if I got to go through Mike McCarthy like I went through with Jason Garrett, I will lose my fucking mind, bro.
All right. Hey, Mikey, hey, I don't know how anybody can follow Rue on that one.
Oh, dude, I can. I totally can, because just like the roof was falling apart. First of all, if that was a job site, we would have that motherfucker closed down. They wouldn't let us work. OSHA would have been everywhere. That damn thing done near killed somebody. So we're falling apart.
I was a foot away from somebody.
Monument to sports ever built. Even the stadium is falling apart. Freaking Mike McCarthy told those bolts to stay bolted, and they unbolted. That's how bad of a coach we got. Let me get Cowboy Corner on you.
All right. Well, we'll let
Cowboy Corner on you. You know,
player personnel director first. All right, Kuiper, go ahead, baby.
And nobody wants to play for this team. Nobody wants to play. There's zero energy. There's zero, I don't see a single player out there who had any want to just be out there. There's no leadership. This is the transition year. And I said this at the beginning of the season, guys. I told you it was going to happen. You're in a transition year where you're going to piece together a couple players that you can keep for later down the road. But everybody else needs to be gone next off season, and it's going to be a rebuild.
Hey,
and if anything,
knows what he's talking about, it's this, man. This is the guy we brought on to know what this feels like, Cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, Cowboy, this is a Cardinal.
Oh, man. I've been through too many of these. Too many of these. You're good. It's gonna be rough. And next season, you're gonna want to stay a 4-win team. Because it's not gonna get any better if you get another winning season. It's not. You gotta give it at least a couple years. But this year's over. Just pray for a top 3 pick, and pray that you guys will use that to trade down with the needy QB, with the QB needy team. That's exactly how you fix this.
I really didn't get into the game. We went into this game, and it was refreshing to have Chris for once, chopping it up with me and Mondo during the game, because it was actually, we went into it like not caring, not giving a fuck as much, and it was refreshing. Yeah, I didn't feel a quit in this because normally it was refreshing, not giving a fuck. And you know what?
I can't do that during the game. Normally, I can't text anybody during the game. I can't have phone calls. I'm just so focused, right? But I was already in my mind that we were going to get stomped, right? I was already there. So I figured, Mikey is the text guy during the game. And I'm like, he's texting too much. I'm about to die. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and engage, because it was more entertaining than the damn game was.
It was.
So now let's get into our man. He got hot sports opinion on this. Cowboy Corner. Mike, give us your opinion on what happened Sunday.
Oh, everything that we predicted was going to happen. You predicted the score.
Yeah. Good for you, boss.
Until the Cowboys can show me they can win, I'm not going to sit here and say they can win. I got us losing to the Panthers. I got us losing to the Giants.
Yep.
I got us losing to the crappiest of crappiest.
Do you want them to win, though? Like, in all honesty, is winning one more game good? I think it'd be a negative.
I want them to win a game where it feels like we won a game. I'm so tired of getting drugged and kicked and stomped and all these. I mean, look at our home score differential.
God, no, for 6 games in a row.
I will take a win with a smile, even if that's our last win of the year.
The only game you want to win is if you're gonna spoil some of these playoff chances.
Right.
Those are the best ones.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can do that to the Commanders or the Eagles, yeah, I'd be excited for that. But other than that, I can really care less. Now, hey man, to me, and Mike, I want your opinion, Mike, because we didn't let you finish your point. To me, Mike, man, I think everybody who we got a question mark need to be on the field. That's my opinion. What you think, Mike?
If you wear a star in your helmet, you should be playing. Period. I don't care if you're questionable. I don't care who you are. Whether you're top of the food chain or at the practice squad level. If you're on this team, you have to contribute. Show some heart. Because it's a job interview for the next coach. Whether that's Mike McCarthy, again, whether that's Kellen Moore, whoever it is, right? That's a job interview for the next coach.
You
don't talk about it. Be about it.
And you know what?
Like, and yeah, man, they need to be competitive. That's really the kicker about this whole thing. They're not even competitive. And I feel like the defense has really been coming together the last 2 games, and it's just like they can't get any help at all. It is so bad. They're just getting kicked around at home like that.
Because
go ahead, Mikey. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Am I coming in a delay or something?
No. Go, Mikey. Go.
I beg to differ in this particular game, Rue, because it was a game until that 12-minute mark in the fourth quarter where Tyler Guyton doesn't decide to fall on his ass, but all of a sudden he thinks he's Joe Mixon beating on his girlfriend in college like he beat us this last game, and he's trying to run with the ball. And then the week before, we had Terrence Aluminum doing the same shit. He got deja vu. Once that happened and they took it to the house, any sort of morale, any sort of fight, it was done. But it was a 10-point game until 12 minutes of the fourth quarter for whatever you take it as it was, a little hope. I think hope is poison for us right now. Hope is poison because I'd rather see them lose. And if any game, like you said, I want to see them win, Chris, is against the Eagles and the Charmanders, just because these fuckers think they're on their high horse. And you notice, did you notice that with that Cavante Turpin play? It reminded me of that Rod Smith play against the Giants. Remember Rod Smith, Jalen Smith's brother? It was that one-on-one in the corner in the slot. They saw zero coverage. They had the one-on-one. Boom. Dak hits him, and then he walks in. Well, Cavante Turpin is 2 times as fast as Rod Smith, and it looked beautiful. It looked easy. It was a semblance of football, and it gave us that. And the biggest tell in this team is I don't think they completely quit. I like what we saw at a 31 Butler. We saw a Mingo sighting. Like that kid is a heavy set kid. He looked like a Des to me. What he looks and what he plays is totally different. I understand. But once Zeke Elliott got on the field, we took a shit. I'm serious. I don't know if he jinxed us or whatever. And you know me, I'm full of shit sometimes, but I'm serious. In fact, once Zeke got put on the field, we played a different, like, I don't know, man. He just jinxed us. Like, all morale just went out the fucking window. But back to my main point. There was competitiveness and fight in this team until 12 minutes into the fourth quarter. Once that happened, it was done. And Joe Mixon beat us like he beat his girlfriend at Oklahoma State in college.
Wow.
Oklahoma.
So, Rue, we're going to go with you. All right. After the Cowboys, what were they? Was it Cowboy corner? Were they 14-0 at home?
12, no.
12 and 0 at home?
Like 12 or 14-0 at home.
I thought it was 14-0 at home.
Actually, shit, it might have been 16.
Yeah, it was 16. Bro.
It went from the year before. 16-0.
Yeah. Okay. The Cowboys was 16-0 at home. Now we're 0-6 in the last home games at AT&T. And all of them except for one, and I can. That's just by points, but by looking at it, it was a blowout. That Ravens game was a blowout. That was just late shit that didn't nobody. I call it fantasy point shit that was going on. But every game, these last 6 games were blowouts at home. And to answer your question, Rue, about why Mike McCarthy is still here, is because Jerry Jones is put in his mind ever since he fired Wade Phillips that, I'll never fire a coach in the middle of the season again. But to me, that's bullshit. what's in the past is in the
Bullshit.
past, right? About that situation. Okay. He's clearly lost the team. Okay. The team plays for exactly 22 minutes a game. And after those 22 minutes, it's over. So, Rue, give me
I see where you're
give me your-
going.
give me your opinion, Rue, of what, why is he still here though? Because you brought it up, Rue. Why is Mike McCarthy still here?
The only thing I can think of is this organization is the way it is. They're just not going to admit fault. They're not going to admit mistakes, and they're not going to spend dead money, because I'm sure they'd still have to pay McCarthy for the rest of the year as well. So it's like you might as well put him to work. My thing is, and you know, at this point, it's like keep him, don't keep him. I really don't give a shit. But if he's not gone by the end of the year, we have serious problems here, man. Like I can't imagine that you're not gonna dive into the coaching market, especially when you have a veteran quarterback like Dak Prescott. He should be able to handle it. He's the highest paid player in the entire NFL. This shouldn't even be a discussion. Now, obviously, there's a lot of murmurs, this, that, and the third, and I mean, there's a lot of speculation, especially considering we only have 3 wins, and we're in the same boat as Jacksonville and Carolina, and you know the rest of these teams down here at the bottom, New England. Like it's a race to the bottom at this point, and. For why he's still here, it's just the ineptitude of the organization, man. You called it after the playoff loss.
I did.
I mean,
Yeah, you did.
It's been, and you know, he has something to hang his hat on. He has 36 wins as a head coach. He has 1 playoff win
Shut up,
against
Mikey.
Tom Brady.
Shut up, Mikey.
He has that to hang his hat on. But it's just this clear notion that these guys are not playing for him anymore. And really the biggest question on my mind, aside from him still being here, why is Trey Lance on the sideline? You gave up a 4th round pick for this man for this exact scenario.
Good question to put.
And he's not even playing? What are we doing? The only time I saw him play when he came in relief for Cooper, and Cooper was just ass on grass out there, like, damn. But now we're looking at this, and it's just like, dude, do something. Do anything different. Like, why are we still on Cooper Rush? Why did we give up a 4th round pick for this man then? Like, help me understand.
That's
Tech
Bigsby right there.
Man, I don't know.
It just doesn't make sense what they did with this whole situation. And really what kills me more than anything is it just looks like utter mismanagement. They don't make moves. They don't they don't admit fault and change and act on their mistakes. They're just good with continuing to sell out the fucking building, which they do every time anybody comes here. Because whether you're a Cowboys fan or you like seeing the Cowboys lose, they come fill up that damn building. It is what it is. This whole thing is just flipped on its head for me because, bro, we had the most returning All-Pros of any team in the league. Right. To go from that to this, damn. And obviously the injuries and everything else, like I get it. But the offense was still whole. The offense has looked bad all year. And now it just looks completely inept. And it falls on the head of this coach because he's the offensive mind. So why he's still here, it's the ineptitude of the organization.
Hey, but
the biggest question is, why the hell is he not playing?
We had some bright spots. You gotta like that Schoonmaker and Spanford got some catches. That was cool to see. You know what I mean? We're in a spot where it's done already. It's just done. It's done. And you know what? Let Mike McCarthy be here because we're done. So we're gonna lose more games. Winning any game now is to our detriment. And I know it's still 8 games. But what are we going to do if we make the playoffs? Let's say pipe dreaming we win 8 in a row. We're still going into the playoffs with Cooper Rush or Trey Lance. What the fuck are we going to do?
I don't know. I think Dak would pull something in, but like, all right, I'm fine. Let's do this.
No, I honestly think for him to be ripped off the complete bone, just like with Zach Martin. Now there's reports that it's his back. that his back was hurting since the beginning of the year. And you know what? That makes complete sense to me. Because all these fuckers are retiring, Zach Martin. There was something obviously wrong. It's not an excuse because that guy was a G. But the Dallas Cowboys are playing like Texas ass. But below me is my boy, Texas Ace.
Yeah, Ace, welcome to the show, man. Yeah, hey, man, give it up for Ace, man.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, Ace lived there in Dallas, Texas, man. Man, we got acquainted right before I got out of there. He didn't get a chance to hit that wall, but you know, it's all love, man. We always communicating back and forth, man. Finally, Ace got on the show. Now, Ace, man, the first initial question was, man, your overall view of this game. What was your overall view of the game?
A beat down from the get-go. No, truth be told, after that Turpin touchdown, I was like, you know what? There's some room there. You know, there's some light in the dome somewhere. Let's make something happen. And then from there, it goes south. So I'm sitting here in the living room. I'm posted up on my couch. I'm just silent. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. At this point, and have I given up necessarily? No. But it's more of I'm just tired of losing. And I'm tired of hearing this. I'm tired of hearing people come to me at work. Hey, y'all still them boys? Or hey, how about them Cowboys? I get this shit every week, bro. It doesn't bother me, but it bothers me for the fact that we lost. And it's something's got to give. And at this point, coaching staff, clear out everybody. Let's get a new staff in there, man. Because this ain't it.
Man, let me tell you, and I want everybody's opinion on this. And maybe Chris was a little petty, and you know I can get petty sometimes when people don't know their history about their teams, right? So you know, Houston Texans fans coming at me, you know, talking that yickety yak, right? And all you Cowboys, all y'all can do is remember your 5 Super Bowls and this and that. And I Mr. Petty, that's my name, Mr. Petty. Once you come at me, I was just like, bro, we got a history that we can go back and look at. Our shit is in ink. Where is your shit? Now I understand you're winning now and you can call yourself so-called the best team in Texas. Okay, cool. It is what it is. You won the game. But when the Texans fans are celebrating, just like remember the New Orleans Saints fans start celebrating. Remember that? You remember the parade that they had, and then they lose 7 in a row. Did you see the Texans fans after the game, after them beating a 3-7 team, like it was the greatest like they had won something that they had never won? I was like, dude, we suck. And you excited about this? Okay, cool. It was all on the Houston news. You know how Houston fans take over the stadium. Are you kidding me? The Cowboy fans sold their tickets because they didn't want to see that trash.
They did like they said half the stadium. They said majority of the stadium was empty.
But was it just me, or is CJ Stroud underwhelming as hell?
You got to understand though. CJ had Collins injured and Stephon Diggs injured too. His old line was injured. I'm not making excuses for him. Collins was back. But before, like when he was playing trash, he didn't have his top 2 receivers.
Well, he didn't have Diggs last year, so I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, he didn't have Diggs last year.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
if he was
the
second coming top 10 quarterback that they deemed he was all off season, I didn't see that shit. He looked like Jalen Hurts after he got paid.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike, give me your opinion, man.
No, a big shout out to the viewership over there at Cowboys Corner. These guys are my buddies, the best of the best. You got Mikey in the top left. You got Rue in the middle. You got Ace. I just met him today. What up, Ace? This is Mondo right here in the middle. He's a Cardinals fan. Boo, but we like him. And then you got the big fella. But you got the big fella Chris right here underneath me, guys.
Cowboy Corner all day.
Brando, if you're watching, I see you in the comment, Brando. Can you get their links to the Cowboy Up podcast? Put it in the comment section. So the people that are watching, we almost got 30 people watching. Go over there, click subscribe to the Cowboy Up podcast. Brandon, do that for me, baby.
Cowboy
He's
Corner.
the best moderator in the game.
Boss.
He is the best mod in the game, man. I appreciate him and everything like that, man. First of all, appreciate Cowboy Corner sharing the content to his page also.
Yeah,
So
man.
I want to get into this, man. And Cowboy Corner, I want to start with you first, Cowboy Corner. Okay. I remember in the offseason when you said this. Cowboys get conservative once they get over the 50 because we have a kicker. Cowboy Corner said it. He said it before the season started, and I never forgot it. I never, ever forgot it.
Ugh.
Has it changed yet, Mike?
Whatever.
Cowboy Corner, has it changed at all?
Hell no. At the bye week, your kicker had more points than your offense.
Yeah.
At the bye week, because we're settling for field goals instead of having the aggressive. Even with Dak Prescott, we didn't have the cojones to be aggressive to go cash in for 6. We wanted to settle. I mean, look at his 50-yard field goal number. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's on point.
I would rather go for. We're 3-7. Knowing what I know now, obviously hindsight's 2020. I would have gone for that motherfucker every time. Every 4th and 1, 4th and 10, 4th and 20. You have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain.
That's very fucking astute. That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
For real. Dude. And I can't believe you didn't say that my Snickers line like you did the other day.
So Rue, in your opinion, is it a detriment to the Cowboys offense because we got a good ass kicker? Or is it just a fucking trick ass head coach?
Trick ass hoe
ass. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, man, I love that I have a great kicker. It's nice to know that I have a guy that can hit it from damn near anywhere. And I bet if you gave him the opportunity, he could probably hit it from 70. When he hit that 64-yarder, it hit the damn net. So
yeah,
I bet he can nail it from 70 yards. I really have no doubt in my mind. But it is on this coach because this coach is a bitch. This coach cannot call, man. This coach has no balls.
He's going for those fake punts like a motherfucker, though.
Bro, and yes, oh my God, the fake punts. What? Who came up with this? That was like, bro, that was the most lame duck throw I think I've ever seen. I was like, Brian.
That was the best throw of the night, Rue.
Brian,
it was the best throw of the night.
Hey, go into the frame of mind. They didn't think we did that. That was an ass idea last time. They don't think we'll do two ass ideas.
I've never seen the fact that they did it. The fact that they did it twice is just like, what the fuck? How are you calling this? How is this the play that you're going to call it? Like, I don't even care that you're faking it. I'm actually okay with it. But it can't be something like that, man. Like, what the hell are we even doing? And honestly, if you're going to go for it, just go for it. Put your offense on the field and go. Because that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever fucking seen. It's on this coach. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at the fact that my kicker is a fucking phenomenal kicker. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm actually grateful that I have a phenomenal kicker like I do, because it's hard to come by. To have a guy like that is not just something that falls out of the sky. 64-yard field goals are usually skimmed over. This dude's hitting the net and banging it through the middle. Like, come on. I'm not mad at that at all. The fact that the offense is conservative falls solely on the head coach. It's not the damn kicker's fault. But I'll tell you what, if this team was actually competitive, and we found ourselves in a position where we only have like 30, 40 seconds to go get a field goal, the fact that I only need to gain like 20 or 30 yards makes me feel pretty damn good. So, yeah, if this team was competitive, fuck yeah, I'm glad I have a great fucking kicker. But that's the second
one they took away from him, though, right? With the same kind of circumstance where he bangs that 64-yarder through, there's a penalty. Like, I think the other defense is a genius for keeping our offense on the field, because both instances they took two Brandon Aubrey 64-yarders away. We went down the field. One of them we went for fourth down. The other time was a turnover, and he lost he missed the other one. But he's lost 2 64-yard field goals in a year already, because that one he just kicked didn't count.
Well,
Rue,
go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Rue, the problem that you have though is when it came down to be competitive, we settled for field goals. We were matching touchdowns with field goals.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. That's the problem right there. You're down 14 points and you're going to settle for 3.
Wow.
And all I'm saying is that falls on the coach and the players. If you're settling for field goals as an offense, is because you're not performing as an offense. Your play calling is terrible, and your offense isn't performing.
But you don't think Mike McCarthy's play calling, and we've seen it this year, so watch your answer. You don't think Mike McCarthy play calling impacts what we have in that kicker?
Of course it does. Of course it does. But that's also why I want him fired. I want him gone.
Yeah,
I didn't like him before all the 12 and 6 seasons.
Before last year. Like before
I never wanted Mike McCarthy from the very beginning. The only thing I kept holding on to was the fact that he was winning during the regular season. I was like, at least there's that.
Yeah.
At least there's that. But I never liked Mike McCarthy.
This
guy is not a running football coach. I've said that from the beginning. 5 years ago when he got here. Never liked him. He's always had good running backs. He's never used them. The Super Bowl on his finger is a product of Aaron Rodgers and that phenomenal defense, which he had nothing to do with.
Charles Woodson.
He had nothing to do with that defense. He's riding on the coattails of that defense and Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Hey,
Mike McCarthy is not some wonderful coach. Okay. It's like we're comparing just because. So Sean Payton and Mike McCarthy are the same guy because they both got a ring? Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, hold on, Mike, before you ask the question, because I want Ace and Kuiper to get in on this situation. Kuiper, what's your thoughts on this, man?
It's solely on Mike McCarthy, man. Ask the Ravens and John Harbaugh if they wish that they would not have Justin Tucker. And if Justin Tucker, if he wasn't on the team, that they would score more points. They wouldn't. They love having Justin Tucker because kickers, elite kickers, reliable kickers aren't just falling out of the sky. You can't. It's so hard to come by somebody who's as reliable from any distance, like how Brandon Arbery is. It's 100% on Mike McCarthy on whether or not he's feeling comfortable with calling a draw play on 3rd and 5 from the 40-yard line. No, dude, you gotta call something a little more aggressive. You can't have this thinking that, I have these points in my back pocket. Let me just stick with that and continue with the game doing that. You can't. That's 100% a coaching mentality and 100% a cultural mentality from Mike McCarthy. That's why he needs to go, because that's not something you want. That's not something you can have. And I asked the Ravens if they have that. They don't have that mentality. You see them scoring points every single week because they keep it aggressive. They don't want that. Just have Justin Tucker kick the 3 points and that's it.
Yeah. So, Ace, Greg, what you think about? Is it a detriment to the Cowboys offense that we got a excellent kicker?
Absolutely. But at the same time, you can't always rely on your kicker to make points if the offense can't make points. I said that back in the Pittsburgh game. I stayed up to about 1 o'clock watching that game. We have not won a game since then and struggled offensively because of the shitty play calling. And, like, for example, we played Atlanta. It's 4th and 1. You got Zeke. Why are you not running him to get that first down and more than some? Like the other day, 4th and 1. I think it was like
I'm good on Zeke.
4th and 3. They're not, just like I said, they're not being aggressive enough. And you got teams like Buffalo and Baltimore and all these high teams that are better than us, that have been better than us, that are more aggressive on the offensive side and on the defensive side. Hell, we can't even do both on neither side of the ball. And that's what's pissing me off. Because I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what? Why can't we find a coach that's going to be aggressive? If that makes sense.
I understand that, Ace, but time for that is done.
Yeah,
it's done. It's done. We need to be what we are. till and it sucks to say it, and it's throw up in your mouth. But we need to be what we are until the end of the season. What I don't want is what happened with dude. They haven't said anything about Tyler Smith yet. I thought he done tore his ACL. I was dying. You know what I mean?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, and then in 2 plays before that, it was Zach Martin, and then that's when they revealed that Zach Martin's been dealing with a back the whole damn year.
Yeah, I mean he's
Hey,
fine
playing
because
through it,
he got up and walked off the field. He's fine.
Yeah, he's been playing through it, Ace, but he's been not playing like the demigod that we thought he was.
But
He hadn't been
He
playing
looked like
like
a
the Hall of
man.
Fame.
Yeah, no, Martin
looked like
hasn't
a
looked like
man.
himself this year at
But
all.
this is the real question that everybody's asking: how much more time does he have left on the Cowboys?
Honestly, and then let's go
This
to that.
might be his last year.
Because no, I don't think so. And this is what I fought with Chris and B2 Real, Brandon B2 Real. Hey, that's our dog. Shout out, Brandon. When they would try to get rid of Tyron, and I'm like a 60% Zach Martin is better than fucking 90% of any guard in the fucking league. So I'll take, and I'm not asking for it. I'm not saying the 60% Zach Martin. This is the first time Zach Martin's been this hurt, where we see it in his play.
Well, let me say it like this. The reason I said that about Tyron is because Tyron had 3 or 4 years of doing that lackluster play. This is the first time that Zach Martin played like this, because we never even I always said as an offensive lineman, if you don't know my name, that means I did a good job.
Beautiful.
Okay. But when you hear the names, okay, that's when you've been doing terrible jobs. And for those 3 years in a row, we kept hearing Tyron's name.
Well, and you're making my point. You're making my point, big dog.
But hold on, real quick, though, Mike. I'm gonna let you finish, though, Mikey. But with Zach, if he's hurt, I know he's a warrior. I mean, but the season is going nowhere. So this is when you need to make executive decisions. GM, executive decisions. Head coach, sit your fucking Hall of Famer down if you want him to play next year. Sit him down. Brock can play that position. Bass can play that position. Man, sit him down. We're not going anywhere. Why would you get your Hall of Famer hurt and possibly where he can't play for the rest of his career? I don't think he's done. Everybody keeps saying he's retiring, but I never heard Zach out of his mouth say, "This is my last year." Okay,
I love where you're saying that, because and even Micah retired him on his podcast. I'm doing this for guys like Zach Martin. You know why you're retiring Zach Martin, Micah? It's because you're thinking about your own bag,
that money
that you're gonna get, because you know if you're gonna get your bag, people like Zach Martin and Tank Norris need to go. Maybe Tank, because it's due, and better a year early than a year late. Especially with Tank, and I hate to say that because that's my dog. You know how much I fight for Tank, but Zach, and everybody's retiring him, and I'm like, fuck to the no. Demigods like this don't get on your team.
Exactly.
He's a free. So how much are you actually gonna pay Zach Martin?
Exactly.
How much does he get paid this offseason if you're the Dallas Cowboys? Because remember, you already have 45% of your cap space in 2 offensive players.
True.
We still have a ton of cap space next year.
That's the bullshit too, Papas. If they want it, they could do it. Turn it into a signing bonus and do it. I don't want to hear that shit anymore. I don't. And Rue used to say this in the beginning of the other show, the Fugazi cap.
Hey, but to answer your question, Kuiper, the Cowboys got plenty of money. They just refuse to spend it.
They have a lot.
Exactly. That's why all the Cowboy fans was upset in free agency, because if they would have got Dak and CD done really early, dude, we would have had no problems getting free agents. Okay. And we got a ton of money. We still got a ton of money. And even at the trade deadline, they had opportunities, but you know, you go get Mingo for what? Why? I didn't understand it. And then you give up major picks. I'm like, and that's another asinine thing you do. You give up valuable picks for people that don't come on the field. That's
Mhm.
the problem that Cowboy fans have. You give up draft picks for people who don't play. And that's an issue, man. Rue, give me your thoughts, baby.
MINGO.
I mean, wait, on what though? My bad.
On the money and why the Cowboys or all of a sudden. Remember Jerry Jones used to be the gunslinger. I'm going to get who I need to win. What's the problem now? What is the issue now?
Honestly, the fact is, man, this team, I really don't feel like Jerry Jones really makes as many decisions as we really are led to believe that he does. I don't believe that is the case. I really think Steven's got the fucking
You're on the nail on the head.
For
fucking
this
head.
whole entire organization. It's really Steven. And Jerry's 1,000 years old, man. That man is decrepit. Like this is the same guy that they had to pull off the buzzer to not draft Johnny Manziel. Like, yeah, and imagine we wouldn't even have Zach Martin. We would have had Johnny. So it's like, you know, for me, it's so obvious what needs to be done for this upcoming draft and for everything with this organization. But the problem is, man, they're not a team that's, number one, good at negotiating, because we've seen that in the last few years. Like, we've seen it. Just look at Amari Cooper. The Browns got a 3rd round pick for Amari Cooper this time. We got
when he got older.
Yeah, like it's like you buy a house, you flip it, and you make money off of it. Dude, they depreciated it and they made more money.
And the fact that they went out and got Mingo for a 4th round pick, why? Like, again? And it's like, it's not even necessary to do that right now. If anything, you should be stacking picks. If anything, you should be letting people go and getting more picks. That's what should be happening right now. But they won't do it because this organization refuses to admit when they are wrong. That's the same reason Mozzie Smith is still on this roster. It's the same reason.
Ask me a question. How can 4 guys get a fucking unsportsmanlike conduct and 1 guy get a fucking unsportsmanlike conduct?
So
and it's an offset penalty. I thought 4 was more than 1. Just like we tell the Eagle fans, 5 is more than 1. How the fuck is that 1 greater than 4?
I know. I said the same damn.
I mean,
how did 4 people get hit with that?
At the end of the day, at this point, I don't want us winning anyway. These games are meaningless.
That's why we keep Mike McCarthy.
These games are meaningless. But really, you're in a position where you're going to end up with a top 5 pick this year, assuming you don't win more than 1 or maybe 2 games. You're going to end up with a top 5 pick. At that point, it's either, I mean, do you really gamble and go Travis Hunter when it's like not a super huge, like it'd be great.
No, Tataroa,
it'd be great. Or,
we need Tataroa McMillan in this house.
Do you take what you have, maybe trade up with Micah? Maybe you trade back and stack for the next few years. And I want to, and you know what? It just popped into my head because Mondo's Kuiper IZ said this earlier in the show, talking about how they're going to trade back and they should do it again next year. I only disagree for the simple fact that right now, as we sit here today, we have 7 picks, if I'm not mistaken. We have 7. That could easily turn into double digit, like 10, 11 picks.
11
Look
picks.
what the Houston Texans were able to do in one short season. In one short year, they drafted the offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year, and they have turned that franchise from a 3-14 franchise to a possibly, 12-4 franchise. Like there's possibilities, especially with what is available in this draft, because at quarterback, it's really not there. But there are pieces in this draft everywhere else and everywhere that we need.
Is there a Joe Alt in this
running
draft?
back, cornerback?
Yeah,
there's
a better Joe Alt
all over this draft.
Is there a Joe Alt in this draft?
There's a better Joe Alt, man.
Huh?
There's a better Joe Alt, and Campbell or Banks. You could even go Banks, the tag IDs from now I'm missing his school, but there's 2 elite Joe Alts in this draft. There's 2 elite wide receivers in the draft.
Tedero
two
McMillan,
corners,
baby.
and then the rest is edge rushers and D linemen.
We need him.
I would love a DT to go to Dallas. I would love a DT to go to the Cardinals. But I mean, the difference between the Texans rebuild was they had 2 top 5 picks that really shot them through their rebuild.
Now hold on, Kuiper. If I trade Micah Parsons,
Yeah,
I could end up
That's
with
the key,
two top 5
Yeah.
picks.
You can.
If I trade Micah, I could end up with 2 top 5 picks. For damn, I already got one.
Easily.
If I let him go, I could go to the top possibly. Tell me Jacksonville ain't gonna want Micah Parsons.
Dude, they'll jump right at him.
Anybody
I
wants
don't know. I don't know about Jacksonville,
I don't
but
know. bro, 'cause
somebody
I think
will
they
pay
missed with
for
Trevor
him.
Lawrence, bro.
Jacksonville is the most misrun organization ever. They would love a name like Micah Parsons walking
No,
through
they're
the
number.
door.
They're number 2.
They would
Rudy.
love
They're
that.
number 2. We're number 1. They're number
They got,
2.
hey, but they got Josh Allen.
Is that
boy's
today?
good.
Is that
They got
as of
Josh
today?
Allen and they got
good.
Trayvon Walker. They just, I think they gave Trayvon Walker a small extension too.
But
Man,
back
they
to
disbanded
the
that
boys.
entire damn team. But it wouldn't surprise me one bit. And we don't even know if it's going to be Jacksonville. We could very well end up with the first pick. It's not out of the question. We could
Well,
very
if
well
Mike
end up with the
McCarthy
first pick in the
stays,
draft.
that's the fucking goal. So people that
And-
want Mike McCarthy fired, that's deviating from the fucking goal because we ain't gonna win shit. And we
Now,
gotta
and
burn
I know
it to
this
the
won't,
ground.
and I know this won't happen. But imagine you have the first pick in the draft, and you decide on that day, I'm going
I
to let
can't
this first pick in the draft go, and I'm going to trade Micah Parsons to get me 2 spots in the first 10 picks of this draft, and then multiple first rounds for the next couple years. Like
You
we're
do that,
talking
you
about
have
a
three
whole.
first rounders.
Big fella, tell us what it's like. Because I was alive, but I was too small to remember. What was it like for the Cowboys to have the first pick of the draft?
Hey man, I
19,
don't appreciate you. I don't appreciate you calling my age out like that, even though I'm old as
Dude,
shit.
think about it.
I
Was
know I'm old as shit, but you ain't got to do that, Mikey. Okay, I'll tell you
no,
that.
no.
But
I'm
I
asking-
can tell you how it was. You know, at first, I was just such a Michigan guy. I had tunnel vision. I really didn't know much about Troy. Okay, really didn't know much about Troy. I knew he Heisman Trophy candidate and all that. I know he went to Oklahoma. Even when he was at UCLA, they won, but they really didn't do much. So, at that quarterback, I wasn't even thinking quarterback. I thought the Cowboys was going to draft another running back. But when they drafted
Troy
Troy,
Sanders.
jeez, I wish. But even
Could you
when they
imagine that combo? Good God.
even when they drafted Troy, I saw it. We needed that, right? So, but when you get a number 1 pick, that means your team absolutely fucking sucks. And that means you still gonna be sucking for the next 2 years, right?
But our
So
team
give me one second. But when people always say, hey man, I'd love to get that top 5 pick, you know what top 5 pick mean? Your team is ass from the ass that people that call us ass, that green shit that call people ass. But anyway, we're ass. But I can take it this year because of all the injuries, a ton of injuries. But some teams can fight through it. But with our coaching and our GM, our front office, absolutely downplayed this season like, hey, we're going to be on the same plateau after losing 9 free agents, didn't replace any of them, okay? We didn't get better at any fucking position on the team, not one, okay? Well, I mean in free agency, even Overshown improved the linebackers, but he was already on the team. He was already on the team. But I'm just saying, as free agents that we needed, everybody needed it. But then, you hear folks say, oh, Cowboys don't do nothing in free agents. We used to when we was winning Super Bowls. You remember the guy that's in Colorado now who y'all want to be the head coach? He was a fucking free agent the Cowboys went and got.
Yeah.
Do you remember Amari Cooper? Well, Amari Cooper was a trade. But you remember your 2-time Super Bowl defensive end that's in the Hall of Fame, Charles Haley? He was a fucking free agent.
That was a trade.
Free agent.
Okay.
Free agent. But all I'm saying is, as a winning team, as a winning organization, when you need something, you have to replace players. It's a year-to-year league. We know this is a year-to-year league. Each team in our division got better because of an addition, other than the Giants. I don't know what the fuck Giants was thinking about letting Saquon go. But anyway, they got better. Washington got better in the draft and free agents. Hell, they got 3 of our fucking players.
They have all our
I think
players.
4.
Dante Fowler.
Is it 4? I thought it was 3.
I think it's 4.
Okay.
Dude, it's Biotis, Armstrong, Fowler, and then they got fucking the other dude,
the wide receiver Noah Brown, and they got Noah Brown. Okay, and then Philly. I still don't know where they keep getting this cap. I don't know how their cap is not exploding. I mean, just think about it. But they making it work because they like, we pushing this shit down like we want to win now. Okay, so that's how the Cowboys used to be. Okay, look. We had to live through that Campos shit because Jerry made bad decisions financially, right? Okay, but I can accept it because you gave me 3 championships with that shit, okay? Now you hanging on to money and we getting our ass mollywopped every fucking Sunday at home. Make that make sense to you. Make that make sense. How you hang on to money and get your ass mollywopped every Sunday, but when you were spending money, we was going to Super Bowls.
And then the residue of us having like the year we got Zeke, it's because Tony went down in 2015, and then of course it played out. Dak came along, and then the COVID year we lost Dak. We end up getting Micah, and that changed. We've always been high in the draft because us losing our quarterback for the last, I'll say, 15, 20 years. It hasn't because we've been an inept team. We've just been mediocre.
Yeah.
This time around, we could do things in the draft and get back into the mix where we could be an elite team. But right now, it's patience. It is what it is. We got to pass that kidney stone, and that stone is barely getting there. We got a long time to piss this out till we start feeling better about our damn self. But having fucking Mike McCarthy there, we're in the middle of the damn kidney stone, and we just got to bear. And this is good too. Just like nature burns down. The nature burns down, there's forest fires, and then the forest grows again. Let this cleansing of the sorry fucking jersey burning, TV breaking, sorry piece of shit, content creating, shit Cowboy fans that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, let them get the fuck off. Let them leave. Let them burn. And then whoever's left, that's who's staying. So let it be a cleansing of our fucking fandom too.
I want y'all opinion on this because this irks me more than any fucking thing in the world. When a Cowboy fan go and throw a bag over their head and all this, the burning and then
we don't do that.
That's my point. I said you wasn't a fan at all because I always will. I said it once in the show. If I sat my 6'3", 335-pound big black ass in Texas Stadium when there was a fucking 110 degrees and we were 1-15 and I got my shit on proudly, why the fuck you got a bag on your head? Because you ain't no fucking fan. That's my
I'm glad
point.
you said that, Chris.
I'm like this. Look, man. Hey, you know how we always end the show? Dallas Cowboys for life. And I mean that shit, man, because I'm a Cowboy fan. We suck this year. It is what it is. We're gonna take that verbal abuse. I'd rather get it now than we get it in the playoffs because it hurt worse than the playoffs.
It's cool that this turned into this. I'm sorry we've been talking. Just recently, like I'm making a change. I'm joining the electrical workers union. Thank God. It was a nice breaker. Homeboy saw my hat on, he saw my gear on, and he went, "Oh, it's been a tough one for you, man." And that's how it broke. But I wore my shit proudly. But honestly, that's what broke the interview. And I got the freaking. I'm in the brotherhood. So you wear it, you take it, and you take the slings and arrows, and to an extent, because sometimes there's guys that haven't even been in the line, but we've been in the club. People that haven't even been in the line of the club can't talk shit to you. They can't.
I got a question for you, Ace.
What's it
What
look?
is your your biggest pet peeve about Cowboy fans? What's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, it's turned into the Mikey
that,
show. I love it.
there's so many. There's so many.
Just the biggest one.
Um,
Man,
the
What's your number
biggest
one pet
one.
peeve?
I got
And,
mine.
hey, and Kuiper, I'm gonna ask you about them Cardinals too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to go with the throwing away the gear and burning the gear. Like that shit irks me, man. Makes my ass itch. I don't like that shit, bro. I mean, it's just like you said. That's like, what was the point of you buying it if you just gonna get rid of it? You know what I'm saying? Like you wasting your own money, but at the same time, why? You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan since birth. I ain't gonna hold you on that.
Yeah.
And you will never ever catch me throwing away nothing of my Cowboy gear. Like
Right.
last December, I bullshit you not. I bought a Starbucks jersey. I bought it. It was Mitchell and this guy off a discount. Bro gave me a discount. I walked out of the store. Was in the mall. I was actually at Grapevine Mills to be exact. I go in the parking lot. I was like, and it hurt my heart because I had to go take it back because it wasn't about me. It was about my kids.
Right.
So I'm sitting there thinking about myself, which I don't mind doing that, but at the same time, it's not about me, it's about my kids.
Right.
So I turned around, went back to that store, and that guy was like, "You back already?" I said, "Don't start me. Unfortunately, I'm taking this jersey back." He goes, "Are you gonna come back and see it?" I said, "For sure, I will." With that being said, is that I don't like when people say you're a Cowboys fan for this many years, and then you turn around, you throw your shit away. That just shows you that you weren't a Cowboy fan from day one. You've been a Cowboy fan that year, or 2 years, or how many years. Real Cowboys fans do not burn or throw away their gear at all. Whether we
It's
have
like
a
burning the
shitty year
flag.
or we have a great year, none of that shit, man. You stick with it. You ride with it. We're loyal to the star, man. You
Yeah.
know, we're loyal to the star. We're faithful to the star.
Rue, what's your
That is
biggest
one of
pet
my
peeve?
itching moments, man.
What's your biggest pet peeve, Rue?
His ass itch.
Yep.
I mean, obviously the jersey burning. I'm with you. That shit's stupid. Like I'm like, bro,
It
you
is.
bought
It
it.
really
Like
is.
they still got paid, bro. They don't really care you burn that
El
jersey. They
Jefe
they
took a
got their
jersey
money.
off, bro, one day, bro. El Jefe took a
But
jersey off some dude he
honestly,
took off.
though, above and beyond anything else, I hate that stadium and I hate the fans in that stadium because that stadium is
Me too. I
hot
love it.
fucking
No.
garbage. I am so sick of the fact that that stadium is nothing but an Instagram picture reel and it has nothing to do with the game. It's just a show. It's just a big show in a
You've
fucking
been saying it for
spaceship,
years.
and I hate it. I was told to sit down on third down in a game, and I'm just like, bro, I was like, are you serious right now?
Look where
Sit
you at.
down? Bitch,
Put
stand
the curtain on
up.
the stadium.
Like, what do you mean?
Put the
Sit
curtain on the
down.
stadium.
Hey,
That
hey, Rue.
above
dog.
and beyond anything else, like bro, and not only that, you spend an arm and a leg just to get in that motherfucker.
Yes.
God
food
forbid
damage
you got a
prevention.
nice seat, bro. I'm telling you right now, you go to that lower bowl because I've been down there. I've been down to that lower bowl. Them uppity sons of bitches, get on your damn feet. What are
It
you
was
doing? They need to take every cushion out of every single one of them damn
Yeah.
chairs.
Hey,
Take
hey,
them all
Rue.
out.
And that's why the real
Rue,
fans
I
are
got-
standing room only people.
Rue, I
They're
got a
running in
question.
that bitch.
Hold on, Rue. I got a question for you. What was happening on third down in Ann Arbor, Michigan when we were there?
Oh my
Mm.
god. Oh my god,
Say
bro.
it. Say
I'm
it.
telling you right now. We were sitting corner end zone across from the student section in Ann Arbor, and it got so loud, I got nervous. Like I actually got scared because I was like, these motherfuckers, if they're in this game this whole time and they're gonna be like this for an hour, like this is gonna be insane if this is gonna
It's
be like this the whole
100,000
fucking game.
people.
Bro,
man.
no, the ground shook. I couldn't even hear Chris, and he was standing right next to me. It was the most ridiculous feeling. I'd never been in a building so loud, and what was crazy to me is we were outside. I was like, what is even happening right now? I was like, it's so loud that I'm like, you can't hear anything. You ever had like muffled headphones on and it's just like a noise?
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Like that was literally how loud it was. You couldn't hear a fucking thing. And people are just going in crazy all around me. The student section is bouncing. Bro, I had a great time. I had a great time in that building. I'm just like, I'm literally reliving it right now because I'll never forget how crazy that building was.
And the reason I brought that up is because what Rue just said about how we are at home. Everybody's sitting on their ass. I wanted him to relive that moment in Ann Arbor. Can you imagine if Cowboy fans was like that in Ann Arbor?
Now I will say one thing. There was one time I went to Jerry World and I was blown away. There was only one time that I went there and I was absolutely blown away by the crowd. I'm upper deck in the end zone, and I'm talking way back in the day. Tony Romo, Donovan McNabb, Tashard Choice, third matchup against the Eagles. Beautiful day. That was the only time I was ever in that building, and I was like, this shit is nuts. Like, it's the only time. It's never been the same since then. Since that game that we won at home, that playoff win, it has never been the same. It has never been the same. Because even when I went to the San Francisco game, I was like, nah, we're not in it. We're not in it. We don't even.
Your running back coach, right? Tashard Choice is
Tashard Choice, Tashard Choice, my
running
back
coach. Crazy though. It's crazy that y'all say that because I've been in AT&T Stadium 3 times in the past year, but for non-Cowboy games, it's been strictly for Monster Jam. So I took
Monster Jam. That's awesome. You got kids.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I took my oldest boy last year. That was my first time going, and then I took my mom, my dad, my brother this past March, and I took him again literally about a month ago. I was like, dog, you can hear this shit outside.
With the Monster Jam,
so can you imagine?
Is different. Those fucking things are loud as fuck, right, Papa? That shit is loud.
So
I was fortunate to.
We parked behind what's that Rangers ballpark. We parked right there. I can hear him from the parking lot. I was like, God, be more careful. Let's go. I'm ready to see this. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited, man. It was great. Go ahead, bro.
We never
What's
got
your pet peeve, Papas?
Yeah, I keep forgetting that Mikey is the fucking host. Go ahead, Papa. Papa, what's your
no? But he's right though.
I mean,
bro, it's 100,000 people in that building. That building should be causing quakes.
I promise.
If that building was in Seattle, there would be no Seattle left.
You're right. You're fucking right.
Yeah,
all right,
go, Papa.
All right, Kuiper, what's your pet peeve, man, with Cardinal fans?
Man, I wish the only problem I had with Cardinals fans was that they were burning jerseys. Cardinals fans, we literally turn our stadium every season. Our home games are never home games. Never home games.
Y'all be beating us.
We always have the opposite team having like at least 70% of the stadiums filled with the opposing team, man. So I wish that was my biggest problem with Cardinal fans. It's just all our season ticket members always sell off their tickets. We never have a true home game, and that's honestly the biggest one. But god damn, our Cowboys fans so bougie with everything.
Yep,
dude.
I
got lucky,
man.
He telling the truth.
He's telling facts here. I mean,
yeah, he's speaking the
that's
truth.
what I hate most about him. Like, it's all about, oh my god, I have the star on me. Let's take a picture. That's like, at least if you're gonna be a fan in a stadium, you're there to watch the game and not to just take videos of yourself and to take pictures with every single little attraction in the stadium.
Yeah.
Well, it's an art gallery too, bro.
Yeah,
bro, it's everything. It's a club. It's a bar. It's a restaurant. It's a fucking movie theater. You can literally do anything in that stadium. And I'm telling you from experience, because I've literally, bro, every preseason game I ever been to, I always sneak into the lower levels. They do not pay that much fucking attention. I promise you. I'll sneak down there.
I found that out.
Into the tunnel and shit. Like, there's so much shit in that building.
That Miller Lite on fan cam.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done that Miller Lite fan cam? Like every game you go, there's a fan cam where you can find yourself. Mm-hmm. And I remember I told you, I asked you when I went and I got the standing room, In standing room, those are fans. I don't give a fuck. You're gonna that was the best. But
Yeah,
I
it's a
was
different
looking in the
experience,
fan cam, and under us was a bunch of just towels, and I was like, man, how come we just didn't walk down there and fucking nobody would have checked our fucking tickets? Just walked down there and took those seats.
All right. Well, look, let's get a little bit into this Commander game. We already know what this outcome gonna be, but hey,
Not liking this.
let's talk about these Commanders, man. Normally I used to tell everybody from DC, that DC stand for Dallas Cowboys because we used to take over that stadium. And Kuiper is familiar about stadium takeovers, but if you ever was a Cowboy fan, if you want to get good seats, you used to go to the Skins Commander game because I used to go when I took my son, man. We had lower level for under 120. 120
Hell
a
yeah.
ticket, lower level at an
That's a
NFL
deal.
game, right? They ain't going for that now. Daniels has changed the outlook for the Commanders. The Commanders offense is explosive. They got Scary Terry actually got somebody to throw him the damn ball. Their running game is good. Their offensive line has improved greatly from last season. Their defense is coming along slowly. They got my boy Mikey Sanders still from the world champion. The national champions, Michigan Wolverines. They're doing good up there. And I also got a $500 bet that the Washington Commanders would not win the NFC East. That is the bet. I am cheering for the Eagles, you motherfuckers.
Oh.
I need my $500. So let's talk about these Commanders, man. First of all, the Commanders has lost 3 games, and the 3 games they lost to were to very good teams. Okay. Now here come the Cowboys strolling their ass to Landover, Maryland. What do you expect, Mikey? What do you expect the Cowboys to do in Landover versus what you call them, the commies, the Charmanders?
The Charmanders. What I want and what I expect are 2 different things. Expectation is the mother of all disappointment, unfortunately. I expect us to be competitive for the first half. Just
22
like
minutes. That's all you're gonna get. 22
sir.
minutes.
And you were alluding to it earlier. And that goes along with the coach that we have that doesn't know how to make adjustments and adjust. And the third quarter, we've been outscored. What is it, 12-300 or some shit like that? So we're gonna be competitive just because it's a common opponent. It's the NFC East. But once that third quarter comes around, we're gonna lose the game. Dan Quinn is gonna make a statement, and that's another thing that we haven't talked about. The league is loving that we suck, and they're making statements, and they're going after us, and they want to double digit our ass. That's another thing while being a Cowboy fan or being a Cowboy, period. So this is just one of those other ones, but this is going to be personal, more personal, because at one point this was one of the NFL's best rivalries until us the hammer and them the nail. And like I told a Commander fan the other day, well, sometimes the sun shines on a dog's ass, and the sun's shining on your ass this year. Love it, enjoy it, but I see it being competitive to a point, and then we're gonna shades of Monday night we're gonna get, and then the early start doesn't help, and the trip doesn't help. So I see us losing a double-digit game, but a competitive. The score isn't going to be indicative on the ass whooping that it's going to look like on paper.
All right, Rue, man, give me your overall view of these Commanders, man. What do you expect the damn Dallas Cowboys to do? They got me stuttering now. The Cowboys.
For a second there, I thought I was tripping. I was like, "What is going on?" No. Dude, this is a revenge game for a lot of players on the Redskins team. This is a revenge game for a lot of those guys. A lot of those guys are right from this very roster.
Yeah.
And I mean, the fact is, you're missing still, even with Micah Parsons back, you're still missing so much as a whole from this team. Where if anybody's going to know how to stop us, it's going to be Dan Quinn. And with Dan, I'm expecting turnover after turnover in this game. I really am. And that defense hasn't been good. It hasn't been great all year. It hasn't been great. I bet they play good against us this coming Sunday. Like I don't see any reason why this offense has shown me anything to show me that they're going to keep up with the Redskins coming up this week, because that offense has been outstanding. Jaden Daniels has been very good for that team, and he's been good everywhere, on the road, at home. He's played very good football, and the only thing that I can really kind of hang my hat on is, maybe Trayvon's shutdown of Terry McLaurin continues, but he's got stuff outside of that that he can use to get over on this defense. And just continue to be as dynamic as he has been, because he's really played lights out throughout the entire year. It's been fun to watch him. It's been really fun to watch him. It sucks that he plays for the Redskins, but at the end of the day, he's good for football, and I love what I'm seeing out of that kid. I just hope that that they do what they need to with him, just because at the end of the day, I'm always rooting for certain players. Like, there's players that I like, that I see. Certain styles, you can't hate on it. It is what it is, and it makes for good competition. Shit, I want to see dynamic games. I want to see us going head to head against teams like that. Bring that rivalry back. I'm not against it. I love seeing those games go down to the wire, where it's just like, fuck yeah. I mean, at the end of it, you feel good about it, because those losses, even though they hurt, they don't hurt as bad as what you're seeing a lot of the times when it looks like the team just quit. Right. So. It is what it is with that. When it comes to the game, I'm expecting turnovers, and I'm expecting an ugly matchup out of this offense. I don't think that Dan Quinn should be able to handle business against us. I would assume he's going to put his players in the right positions, and he's going to be able to take advantage of us where we're weak at. And that's all I can really say about it. It is what it is.
Did you Forrest Gump us real quick?
I did, kind of. Really? I was like, fuck, I don't even know what to say now.
All right, Greg. Hey, man, what you got, man, on this game with those Commanders?
Man, I know we don't talk bad about my boys, but
it's hard.
It's hard. It's hard, man. Really,
I like your sweater, dog. I feel your sweater.
I appreciate it. Oh, shit. This is gonna hurt me to say it. I'm gonna say it anyway. I see it like Ruth said, a double-digit game. It's gonna be a straight belt the ass, just like last week. So if you want me to predict the score, I can go ahead and tell you that too.
No, we'll wait to the end.
Wait.
We do picks at the end of the show.
But no, just like Ruth said, nothing but strictly turnovers. Strictly turnovers. I see nothing but bad miscommunication on receiver and quarterback ends. Running back ain't getting no room to run. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be real sloppy. It's just gonna be a nasty blowout. I can just see it now.
All right,
no
Kuiper, on your end, I know you optimistic. You tell the truth. Come on, give it to me.
Let me give you guys a little bit of hope.
Okay,
just a little bit.
Okay,
just a little bit, man.
Just give me a little.
You guys forget who their offensive coordinator is.
Yes, I
do.
And
what that guy is known for. That man, Cliff Kingsbury, is known for skyrocketing straight up the first half of the season and falling straight on his ass the second half of the season.
Okay.
Everywhere he goes, no matter if he was the offensive coordinator or the head coach, everywhere he was, always falls out the second half of the season. Their last 4 games, they are one Hail Mary off, and a division game where they only won by 5 points against the Giants, but a Hail Mary off from being 1-3. So I mean, they're on two game losing streak. I think it started, and I truly believe Cliff Kingsbury is going to stay true to what he is and they're gonna fall off right on their asses.
Now
I
you had that
see
first
him.
count. You had that first hand account because he was your head coach.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Why do you think he's like that, bro? Is it think it because everything is new to the players, or do the other coaches catch up to him, Kuiper? What do you think?
He has a basic offense, like the most basic creative offense there is. He relies on too many things that defenses can really catch on to really fast. You know, he'll throw in new plays at the start of every season, but they're easy to catch on to. They're so easy to catch on to, and he doesn't make good halftime adjustments. If they're not starting off really strong, he's not gonna make the adjustment for the second half to where teams are gonna be able to come back on them because they're gonna stop what he did in the first half. It's just the little things he does. He won't make adjustments to them, and everybody's gonna figure them out right away. He's not a good coach. He's a college coach who thinks all these concepts he can keep continuing to do because he thinks he has the personnel to do that. He doesn't really have the personnel. He has Terry McLaurin, and then who else? And then who else?
There's nobody else scary but Terry.
But the only scary.
Yeah, but I'm scared of his ass though. Damn,
Yeah,
I'm
no
scared
kidding.
Oh, look what the Eagles did. The Eagles shut Terry McLaurin down, and they beat him. Despite what the score said, it was only a one-score game, but you watched the game.
I love that. What you just said. Like I said, it's going to be closer, but it's not going to be indicative of the score.
Right.
I think you guys might win. I don't have any confidence in the Commanders.
Don't be giving us hope. That's the
I'm
worst
telling
thing you guys do right now.
This might be the
very
game.
fragile. Don't break up me. Don't tell me you're gonna take me out. Because I'll give you my panties, and then you won't give me nothing.
Hey.
All I'm saying is the history's there for Cliff Kingsbury.
I don't know if y'all seen this movie, but I know me and Greg have, school days and at halftime where the coaches, at the beginning of the game, he giving that fiery speech and shit. He say, "Do y'all want me to lose my job?" And then they come out and get their ass demolished like 50 something to nothing. Don't be giving us that hope. Get us all hyped up and get our ass smashed like that. But look, man, hey.
I get what he's saying.
Mike. Go ahead, Mikey. Go.
No, I get what he's saying. Go ahead, boss. I get what he's saying, though.
Yeah. So only thing I got to say on it, if the Cowboys stick to a game plan of running, Dan Quinn gives up the run, right?
Yep.
I think this is a good chance for the Cowboys offense to run the ball. I just put the young, fresh guys in there, man. Just try to pound it, keep it ground and pound, keep it low. It's a nice natural turf grass game. The Commander fans are finally gonna come out. You'll see more burgundy than you see blue this time. So that's my only thought on it. But let me give y'all something though. I've been to 3 Cowboy Washington games in FedEx, right? It's nothing like if you're a Cowboy fan, just FYI. That's a good road game to go to. You go to the nation's capital, do a little sightseeing and everything, and go to that game, dude, because the tickets really aren't that bad, and it's a lot of Cowboy fans there. And the reason it's a lot of Cowboy fans is because a lot of people from Texas work for the government, and they've moved up there. They got Southern roots, so they're Cowboy fans that's there. I got in an argument with a guy in the stadium on Monday Night Football. He told me that I had an Emmitt Smith jersey on. He say, 22, sit your ass down. You're not even from Texas. I pulled out my driver's license and turned around. I said, I flew for the game and we still gonna kick your ass, bitch. And we did.
Look, he didn't get his shake.
And the whole section just went crazy. They're like, oh my God.
On what you were saying, boss, and this is asking you. So since Dan Quinn is so susceptible to the run, do you see Trey Lance playing this game and using that college style offense and running the ball more, the RPOs and shit like that? Could you see that happening?
Who you asked that, Mike? Who did you ask that?
I'm asking you, big fella, because you're the one that said that we could run it on Dan Quinn.
Look, man, I'm with Rue. as soon as Dak Prescott went out for the year, uh um Trey Lance should have been on the field
Yep.
because we wasn't going. We're not going to the playoffs. So that was out the window. So
Yep.
Trey Lance should have been on the field. He runs that option play. It'll open it up, make it wider for Rico, whoever's that running back. And he said no more running back by committee. And what did you see Sunday?
Once he came in the
it.
game, we
Did-
lost
did
the
you see-
fucking game.
You see
Fuck Zeke.
the three of the running backs. Anyway, but what I'm saying is, right now I'm with Rue 100%. Put Trey Lance out there. Put all the young folks out there, man. Let's play. Let's see what we got, man. I mean, because we're not going anywhere. You can still be competitive by playing your veterans, but mix in your young guys, man. Get them out there, man. Just like the tight end you brought up, Mikey. I keep forgetting his name.
Van Ford.
Van Ford
Ford,
and
yeah.
Schoonmaker, man, actually had
Exactly.
decent games. They had decent
they did.
games. Okay. And you traded for the kid the what's the kid from Carolina?
Jonathan Mingo.
Oh, you
Mingo.
M-I-N-G-O.
Put Mingo ass out there. We ain't going nowhere. Put Mingo out there. Do it, man. What else?
Might as well.
What
We got nothing
else?
to lose.
No, we have nothing to lose. Well, look, man, we're getting toward the end of the show, man. It's pick
Let's do
time, man. Greg, can you stay around and pick some
I got
games
you.
with us?
Come on,
All
let's go.
right, man. All right. So last week, Armando finally won a week. Armando
It
always
was a
coming
rough
last.
week last week.
Armando went 8-6. I went 8-6. Cowboy Corner went 7-7. And Armando's not even here to celebrate it. But Mondo,
I think you should have won it because you called the Cowboy score.
well, no, I'm gonna give it to Armando because he always coming last.
No, I'm just messing with you, bro.
Armando won the week last week. Also, the teams on buys this week. We got the ATL Dirty Birds. We got the Buffalo Bills. We got the Bengals, the Saints, and the Jets on the buy this week. So we'll go in order, just like we are. On Thursday night, man. The Pittsburgh Steelers, after their good win over those Ravens, take on the Cleveland Browns, who lost in New Orleans. And some bitch, I picked them. Kuiper, who you got in this game?
Yeah, I got Pitt, man. But I think it's gonna be a good game, actually. I think it's gonna be nothing but field goals.
Yeah.
Nothing but field goals. All right. Hey, so who you got in this game, baby?
Oh man, I got my wife's team, man. I got Pittsburgh.
All right. Rue.
The terrible towel.
All right. Mikey.
Well, as long as somebody don't take their helmet off and try to beat them with it, you know what I mean? But I'll take Pittsburgh.
It's too soon. It's too soon.
Too soon. Too soon. I'll take Pittsburgh too. Is anybody not choosing Kansas City?
No.
Okay, everybody picking Kansas City.
we
All
are.
right. All right, the Minnesota Vikings versus the Chicago Bears, the North Division fight, man. Minnesota had trouble in Chicago, man. Let's go. Kuiper, who you got?
I got the Vikings. I just flat out Caleb Williams sucks. He sucks.
He sucks.
Ace, who you got?
Man, after watching Chicago and Green Bay after that thriller in the fourth quarter,
Can't believe they blocked that fucking field goal, bro.
I can't believe he blocked it. I got Minnesota, man.
Minnesota. All right, Rue.
Oh,
All right. Mikey.
Minnesota North Stars.
North Stars. I'm gonna take the North Stars too. The Battle of Houston. The Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Oilers.
The Fighting
Houston
Hill
Oilers
Levises.
versus the Houston Texans. Let's go, Kuiper. Which Houston team do you have?
Oh man,
I got the team that whooped y'all last week or
That was
Monday.
an ass whooping.
You got the Texans. All right. Hey, who you got? The Oilers or the Texans?
I got the Slab Riders, man. I got Houston.
All right. Rue.
Houston Tex, baby. They're way better at home than on the road.
All right. Mikey.
I'll take mediocre CJ Stroud.
All right, man. Rest in peace, Pimp C. All right. Next.
Oh, when I keep it leader in my cup.
We got the Detroit Lions, who's determined to put 50 on everybody's ass this year, versus the Indianapolis Colts after the Colts had a big win this weekend. Kuiper, who you got?
Oh man, I always want to go with the Colts just because I love the style of play, but I'm gonna go with the Lions.
All right, Ace, who you got, baby?
I feel like I should go with my gut with this one.
Go with your gut, because
I
Richardson
feel like I
came
should go
back
with
playing
Indy.
good.
I feel like I should say Indy because they probably gonna catch Detroit slipping. But then Detroit's been playing hella good this season, so I got Detroit, man.
All right, Rue.
Best team in the league. Give me the Lions.
All right, Mikey.
Yeah, give me the Lions.
Yeah, give me the Lions too. And, you know, shit, they just got this mentality. I'm gonna put half 100 on everybody's ass. So
They'll bite your balls if you fought them.
All right. A AFC East matchup. Oh, is this North? What is it? North or East?
It's East.
East.
All right,
And it never goes
East.
good when when New England travels down to the Heat.
Yeah, so we got New England and Miami. Kuiper, who you got?
I got Miami, man. I mean, not Miami, New England. I got New England.
For the upset.
Yeah,
All right.
I think they upset.
All right. Ace, who you got?
I got the Fins, man. I got the Fins.
Got the Fins. Rue, who you got?
I'm torn on this one. This one's so hard. Drake Mays looked pretty decent, and I don't know about Miami, man. Give me the Pats.
Give you the Pats. All right, Mikey.
Well, see, you guys fail to think about the home field advantage that Miami has. They got the women and all that snow. Like Miami's gonna win all the time, all that snow.
Okay, so you picking Miami, right?
Miami.
To say
The night before win.
they had women and all that other shit. Okay, all right. Give me the Fins. All right. We got Tampa Bay versus the hated New York Giants. Kuiper, who you got?
The return of Mike Evans, baby. Give me Tampa.
Tampa. All right, Ace, who you got?
They shocked me to say it all, but shit, I got the G-Man.
The G-Man.
You got Tommy DeVito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whipping the joint. All right, Rue, who you got?
Baker and the Bucks, baby.
Baker and the Bucks. All right.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. Shake and bake. Well, that's me too. All right. All of a sudden the upsurgent Denver Broncos versus those hated Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas. Kuiper, who you want?
Give me Bo Nix. I think
Bo
he's a
Nix?
better QB than Jaden Daniels, to be honest.
Wow. Okay. Ace, who you got?
I'm going to agree with Kuiper on this one. Give me Denver.
All right, Rue, who you got?
Bo Nix looks like the best quarterback in the class. I don't disagree with you. Give me the Denver Broncos.
All right, Mikey.
It's a AFC West division game. They're at home. This seems like a Raider because the Raiders do this Raider shit. Remember they beat Baltimore, so I'll take the Raiders on this one.
I'm gonna take the Raiders too with the upset. All right, San Francisco, the hated punk ass, trick ass, hoe ass Niners versus the hated ass, trick ass Green Bay Packers.
Booty cheeks,
booty cheeks versus ass cheeks. Which one you got?
Man, I think I'm pretty sure I saw this right, but Nick Bosa is gonna be out this week, so I'm gonna take the Green Bay Packers. Give me the ass cheeks.
You got ass cheeks. The Packers for the win. All right, Ace, who you got?
Man, give me Green Bay. I feel like they got the advantage on this game.
All right, he want ass cheeks. All right, Rue, who you got?
The Niners are absolutely desperate. Bosa or no Bosa, I can't count this team out. And the last time these two played, it was extremely competitive. Jordan Love definitely had a great game against them in the playoffs, but I got to go Niners here. They're desperate. I'm going Niners.
All right, Mikey.
In Lambeau, give me the Fudge Packers.
You want the Pack? Yeah, I'm man. This is a toss-up game for me too.
It's getting colder.
I'm only going with the Pack because they at home. I'm going with the Pack. All right. We already know who Kuiper picking, so we need to skip it now.
Sorry.
Go ahead, give me a pick, Kuiper.
And say your analysis.
Arizona all the way, man.
Give me a score since it's your game. Give me a score.
34-10.
Wow.
Arizona.
Okay.
Geno
Okay.
Smith is a backup. He's a backup. Don't forget that.
Hey man, you picked Geno to beat the Niners last week, man.
Yeah, that was only because I wanted Geno to win, man. He's so mid that he has elite receivers. He has one of the best trios in the NFL. Of course, he should do something.
All right, then. Hey, so you got, man?
I got Gino and the Seahawks.
You got the Sea Chickens. All right, Rue, who you got?
Give me the Redbirds, the Cardinals, baby.
Oh, okay. Mikey, who you got?
Turd gang.
The Turd Gang. All right, man.
Turd gang.
I'm going with them Sea Chickens because they at home. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm
That's
going
the only
with
I thought
that.
about it.
All right, them hoe ass, trick ass, bitch ass, sissy ass, punk ass, green ass, booger eating ass Philadelphia Eagles versus the Los Angeles Rams. Ace, Kuiper, who you got?
Give me the Eagles. Fuck the Rams.
All right. Ace, who you got?
Oh, I hate Philly, man. I can't stand Philly. Philly, man. Give me Philly.
All right, Rue, who you got?
I'm going Rams here.
Rams. All right. I only brought up Billy because he's a fan of the damn Eagles and he come in at the end of the damn show. But Billy, who do you got in this game? And give me your score prediction.
Come on.
I got Eagles 34-17.
34. Damn. You think y'all gonna put 34 in Los Angeles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Mikey, who you got?
Is Puka hurt? Is Puka hurt?
I don't know.
Who could not hurt? Nope.
They're all back.
No.
I'm going for those sorry ass Rams.
Wow.
Give me the McVays.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck the living home at their mama ass, herpes infested ass, pre-ejaculated ass, booger eating ass, green fucking ass, diarrhea color wearing jersey ass, Philadelphia, Philly cheesesteak eating motherfucking Eagles.
Oh my God.
All right.
my God.
You went a little harder than I do on them, but anyway,
Pre-ejaculating ass.
Philly going across the country all the way to LA. The Rams actually let one get away last week. Dude, this is tough. I need Philly to win just for my damn bet, but I hate Philadelphia. Fuck them. Rams all day. We got the Baltimore Ravens
That's gonna be a good
another LA. This is in the same. This is a Sunday night and a Monday night game. Kuiper, who you got?
And Justin Herbert finally found out he has weapons, and Harbaugh has finally let him throw the ball. I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Going with the Chargers. Okay. Ace, who you got?
I got Derrick Henry and the Ravens, man.
All right. Rue, who you got?
As bad as Baltimore's looked in their secondary and how they've been skimming out these games, the fact is they've been winning games they normally lost in years past. I'm going with the Ravens for right now. I'm taking the Ravens over the Chargers.
They got
Billy,
Trevarius White.
Yeah. Billy, who you got in this game?
This is gonna be a tough game. I gotta go to Ravens. They got a powerful offense.
Okay.
It's going to be the Ravens. Just the only teams that the Ravens play different with, and I don't know why they go lose their identity is with the Chiefs and the fucking Steelers. Everybody else they kick their ass.
But what do they do good? They stop their run.
Right.
What does what do the Chargers do? What does Harbaugh do? He loves to stop the run.
Let them be more consistent and do it for a longer time, and then I'll bet with them.
All right. I'm gonna take the Chargers also. For Jim Harbaugh. All right. High noon, 10 a.m. here in San Francisco. It is your Dallas Cowboys versus the hated trick ass, punk ass, hoe ass, bitch ass Washington Commanders.
Hey, hold on real quick, Chris. You
Huh?
said 10 a.m. So what are you going to be making bacon and then watching the game in your pajamas or what?
Say, man, I'm gonna get up at 6 a.m. and treat it like it's a noon game. I'm gonna
Yes,
be eating some
sir.
wings and beer. Anyway, what Kuiper, man, who you got in this game, baby? Give me your score, the winner and the score prediction, please.
And like I said, they have Cliff Kingsbury on that side, and it's the second half of the season. I'm gonna take the Dallas Cowboys in a 17-14 game.
Wow. All right.
I
Ace,
like it.
Ace, who you got?
I'm gonna go with my boys, of course. I got yeah, I got what 17-10.
17-10 Cowboys. All right. Rue.
I don't know why you have me second guessing myself, but I'm just gonna go with what I thought originally, and I'm gonna go with the Redskins, and I'm gonna go with a
They're not
final
playing.
score.
They're not playing Sunday.
And
Commanders
I'm
play
Native
Sunday.
American, and if Mondo was here, he'd be very offended.
Commanders.
The Commanders. The Commanders. Let me think. I got the Commanders, and I've got them.
Don't do it, Rue. Don't do
Do it,
it.
Rude. Do it.
Come on,
I'm
Rue.
going
Don't pull
29, 29-12.
Oh, he pulled the trigger.
Commanders.
Hey, that's
All
on
right.
brand.
All right, Billy. Who you got, Billy?
Of course, I don't like Dallas to begin with, but give me the Washington Commanders, 30-14.
30-14. All right, Mikey, who you
That
got?
sounds like it's gonna be. So everything I said and my take about the game is gonna be contradicted. Kuiper got me thinking, so I'm gonna do another dumb, hard prediction. I'll go 21-20 Dallas Cowboys.
All right. Now, like I always say for the last 3 weeks, if the Cowboys can't score 20 points, they lose. They have not scored 20 points since Pittsburgh.
They suck.
The Cowboys will lose to the Commanders. Commanders 35, Cowboys 10. Hurts me. My
Bet
son,
you that
hey, y'all
hurts.
know my son, the Commander fan, and he been real quiet this week. And I'm like, okay, that means we gonna get the shit beat out of us. I mean, he been radio silence. I hadn't even heard from him. I was just like, oh my God, I should have had him on the show tonight to break the silence so he could talk a little trash. But you know, it is what it is.
I was about to say he should be so happy though. Like God bless, he's been waiting a long time for this.
He has been patient, been a loyal fan too. And this is what I'm talking about fandom. You know, when we was talking about Cowboy fans with the bags over their heads and all this other shit. My son has been a Commander fan since he was 9. He was 9 years old, right? But I told him, I said, if that's your team, it's your team for life. I said, no jumping ships. Don't get mad when your team is 1-15 and 2-14. It's your fucking team. Billy's familiar with all that losing shit. So, you know, you get familiar with it, but it's your team. If they're winning or losing, I always say Dallas Cowboys for life. I know Billy will say, you know, Eagles for life. You know, Kuiper is gonna say Cardinals for life. That's your team, right?
Sir.
So he has
No.
been
Wait,
patient.
Mondo's different. He was a Cowboy fan.
Well, you keep trying to bring up old shit, man. He's a little kid. He's a grown ass man now. So what I'm saying is, man,
I came in his life and all of a sudden he didn't like the star. That's some bullshit.
I don't blame him. I'd have changed teams too. Anyway, but my son, he's been a loyal Commander fan, and he don't talk shit. And then I started to do a video when I was in town 2 weeks ago, and I was staying at his house, and I'm staying in the Commander room, right? I said I need to turn on all this bullshit, but I was like, nope, it ain't my house. I don't pay the mortgage here, so I can't tear his shit down.
And you should be proud because he has a rule. You taught him great. Like he has something that you have, but
it is what it is. Now, Billy, I know you jumped in last minute. I know you want to dog us out. Come on, Billy, go on, give it to me. Come on, I know I'm ready.
So,
I'm on mute my own mic. I'm muted. Go ahead, Billy.
well, Dallas sucks, and they're not even making the playoffs. I think Dallas deserves nothing but the less. They got Cooper Rush now, and Cooper Rush is doing Cooper Rush things, and I think that Dallas is it's going to be bye bye McCarthy, and I can't wait for that. Yeah,
All
As
right.
a
So,
Eagles fan, you should want him to stay.
Yet.
yeah,
Fuck
you should want him to
Billy.
stay. You should want Mike McCarthy to stay.
you should get Bill Belichick.
Well, Bill, hey man, I am glad, man, that you did join us, though, bro.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
was
Billy.
hoping that you was gonna jump in when we played Philly.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, but normally we're on Tuesday nights because I know you do Sneaky G show on Tuesdays, but we
yeah.
normally do Tuesdays, but I didn't have any internet connection. I just moved into the new apartment here in San Francisco.
Okay.
I just got my internet today, so I'm
Yeah.
happy, excited. Hey,
Hey, you got some good internet.
yeah, I got some
Hey,
good internet.
it's-
Yeah.
It's nasty time.
But look, any final thoughts for today, man? We'll start with you, Kappa. Any final thoughts, man?
Man, just be patient, man. The rebuild's coming, but think about it this way: you gotta fight the depression now to have the joys of winning later on. You're talking to a Cardinals fan who's been a part of a ton of rebuilds. It doesn't get any worse than this, but just stay patient, man. Stay patient.
All right. All right.
Let's
Greg,
hope we do.
Ace, what's up, man? You got any final thoughts for us, man? And first of all, appreciate you joining us for the first time. You've
Yeah,
been
Bubba.
saying you're gonna come on. I sure appreciate you, fam.
No
Any
problem,
final thoughts? Any final thoughts?
Oh man, like I say in my lives every game week, just stay positive. Stay positive. Maybe we can get something going. Just stay hopeful. Hopefully we can get something going. But if not, hey, it is what it is. We still loyal to the star.
Yeah. And I'm feeling that throwback. I'm gonna have to get that up off. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I that hat, bro. Like I'm
feeling-
looking at it like
I'm,
fuck.
Yeah,
feeling-
but I dropped it to the lids and I saw it on sale and I just had to grab it.
I feel you.
Hey.
Hey, that brought me back straight to the 90s. All right, Rue, man, give me your final
Yeah.
thoughts, man, and then your Bobby Boucher.
Man, this jersey clean. I need that.
Man, I just want them to be competitive at the end of the day. Show me some burst out of some of these young guys. Show me some burst out of this team. I just need them to be competitive because they've been getting steamrolled and it's just not fun to watch, man. At least put some effort into the game. Get some spark out of these guys. Get something going. If he has any heart left in him at all trying to save his fucking job, he's got to do something because this is ridiculous what we've been seeing. And all I can ask for is I'm not even asking for a win. I'm just be competitive, man. For the love of God. Do something consecutively in a row.
I feel you. I feel you. Billy, say, man, you got any final thought? Well, and once again, Billy, I know we go back and forth with each other, but there's nothing but love. I appreciate you coming on our show,
Not a
man.
problem, brother.
I really do.
Support you.
I really
Like
do.
I said, I think Dallas is in a rebuilding year. And like I said, Eagles are on a roll right now, so let's keep it going.
All right. Keep it going. All
Billy
right,
ain't got
now.
no pants on. Billy ain't got no pants on.
Hey, Billy got on pants. Look.
Homeboy's in his underwear talking to us and shit at his mom's house. Anyway, so I thought Friday was the most embarrassing thing I ever saw in sports. With the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, the most embarrassing thing you saw at the stadium this year. No, that's not the case. The case is this team has been more than embarrassing. I have hope. We all have hope because we love football and we love this team, but it's not good for us to win, especially when we're looking forward and ahead, and it hurts like hell. And that's my last sports take. One more thing I want to do. I want to thank the different groups that are approving our live. Dallas Cowboys Guadalajara 24/7. Thank you for the approval. Hard hitters, thank you for your approval. Borrachos, Desert Borrachos, thank you for your approval. All you groups on Facebook, we appreciate you guys turning in, liking us. Like I always tell everybody, if you like us, love us, tell your friends about us. Press that like, put that subscribe, and you know what it is. Every Tuesday night, this is a different night. Cowboy Podcast, baby. You already know.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's me. It's the big fella, man. Look, final thoughts, man, to me is play the kids. Play the kids. We have nothing to lose. Go to Washington. I want to see something different other than a fake punt. They know it's coming. Kick the fucking ball. Okay? So, I don't even want to see Brandon Aubrey on the field. Hey, sit there, bro. We know you got it. You about to make a lot of money. I'm sure you're going to hold out next year because he's about to get paid. But what I want to see the young kids play, and I want Mike McCarthy to have some fucking fight in him too. Okay? Dude, come up. You used to be this so-called offensive genius, bro. I hadn't seen nothing different when I can sit there and predict the fucking plays and instantly get mad and walk out the room like I did on Sunday. Man, we don't need that no more. Let's play the kids. Go to Washington, and hopefully we can be competitive. I doubt it, but you will see. Hey, man, that's the end of our show, man. And you know, appreciate our player personnel director, Kaipa AZ. Appreciate my man Rue from the great city of Austin. We appreciate Billy from Philly, Greg Ace from the city of Dallas, and my man Mikey 520. Hey, man, like the big fella I always say, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Oh ass, trick ass, crab, live with the mama ass, wearing underwear ass. Fuck the Commanders.
We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Let me give a big shout out to Sports St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE. Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
The loyalist. We got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
What's up, big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. I'm excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I did.
Hey, man. Hey,
all these videos, dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. Hey, man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah, players fuck up. Yeah. First day of pads. Say, man, we all played, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
tomorrow tells the truth. Like, today was the fact, but tomorrow tells the truth. This will tell you I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. I know we all co-hosts, but I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. Your ass always got to spread shit and eating wings and
motherfucker sprinting.
Calm down.
I haven't sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey.
Sprinting in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
Yeah. You'd have come out with that Whataburger in and out, right?
Man, I wasn't done. We kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite stuff here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing to that song, but it's like this is Drake, you know, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's not the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. You know, don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. You know, if you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.